Welcome to another exciting video of Paul Morphy. This game features quite the brilliant King's Gambit, and whenever King's Gambit is on the board, it is very exciting to see. So without further ado, on to the video. Paul Morphy with white pieces opens the game with this e4, we have e5 from black, and there we go. With this f4, the King's Gambit is on the board. So does black accept this or not? Okay, black goes for this and black accepts this challenge. Paul Morphy plays knight f3. Okay, we have g5 and immediately black is just threatening to just push this and attack the knight. Obviously we just want this pawn to be pushed, so this knight can jump on this g5 square. So pawn push takes place and Paul Morphy plays this knight to g5. Okay, the pawn push and black is slightly better here in this position. Okay, this knight isn't doing all that much. This knight is trapped, obviously we cannot come back anywhere. And now we have to spot this knight to f7. Obviously this is the standard sacrifice in the King's Gambit. Accepted. So we have to accept the challenge. Black accepts this, and there are two ways. We can first develop this bishop and deliver so check, and after this pawn push we have to go for some complicated stuff. But Paul Morphy did not like this idea and he plays this queen capture the pawn, and it is still a good move. But here black could find this knight stuff attacks the queen, and this would be quite winning. I would show you, okay, if we just develop the knight, attacks the queen, okay, we just want to capture the free pawn. Bishop comes into the game, attacks the queen and take away some squares from it. So queen can move to this square or maybe this square. Anywhere queen goes, the knight is coming in the game. And when the knight comes, okay, we are threatening to play the knight in the center. So we have to play the pawn push, and once we play the pawn push, the knight is coming on e5, and in this fashion you would see black is gaining a lot of activity. This rook is coming to this open g file, and white has already sacrificed a piece, so this would be quite difficult for white to save the game. But if we play the queen to this e3 square, then there is a very wonderful line. We can just go with the knight capture the free pawn, because now the knight was not pinned in this line when the queen was on this f3, and obviously we cannot take this because we have the rook. Okay, we have the rook coming in the game, and white is just losing the queen, hence completely winning for black. But after this, if white tries to deliver a check, knight can just go back, and still in the next move, okay, we just want to push the pawn because bishop is not doing anything. Maybe bishop delivering a check would do something, but after this queen check, we play the king move, and now black offers the queen trade, and this would be a very easy win for black after we just trade the queens. But Paul Morphy is playing this, so obviously he can find some really brilliant moves in this position. So that was there in this position when we play the knight move, but black played the queen stuff, just prevented any capture with the queen capturing this free pawn. So okay, we now deliver the check with the bishop, obviously. And after this, okay, the king is moving, and white could just go for this pawn push and offer this pawn for free because we have the bishop capture the knight. But this would be, obviously we don't need to take this pawn, and we can just play king d8, and we can save the king first, and then we can march with some pawn push. We can just play the knight move in the next move, and this would be there. But here white is now playing the knight move, and now we are threatening the knight jump to trap one of the piece. Okay, this would be the royal fork. So now the pawn push takes place, and now the surprising stuff with the pawn push attacks the queen. So okay, we just invite the black piece to just capture this pawn. So okay, this is the theory, and okay, after this black is completely doing fine. You would see why. Okay, once the king move, now we are threatening this rook move attacks the queen, and also the king would be hanging. So now the king is going inside the board. Obviously this is the best move recommended, and now this rook is still coming, getting hold of this e file. And now it is very important to play the knight move and just attack the queen. And once the queen moves anywhere, let's say, okay, after we just go for the rook trade, we just capture here, we just traded the rooks, and black would be completely better in this position. The pawn push would be coming, and this rook is under attack, and we have already sacrificed a piece with white, so that would be completely losing. So that is why the knight jump is completely better in this position. And once we try to avoid, because there is no good square for the queen to go, and once we go any of the square, we might just see some queens to any of the squares. Let's say we can even push d6, queen c5 is also good, and this will be good. We just go for this bishop also. Or if we don't play that, okay, if the queen comes here, we can just directly offer the queen trade, and that would be completely winning for black. So that is why after this rook move, it is really important to play the knight move, because this bishop is still attacking the knight. But black here surprisingly played the blunder of this game and played the queen move attacking the bishop. But it is not clear why this move, because we just give up the free piece. Okay, after giving up the free piece, black is just counting on it. This pawn push attacks the queen. Okay, but now we reach the position from the thumbnail, and this is completely lost game for black. So black missed a tactic, and you are most welcome to pause the video and check that out. I congratulate you all who spotted this brilliant idea, and for others, this is the rook lift, and we just play the rook lift and we reach the position from the thumbnail. Okay, we just allow this king to capture the rook, and it is not that we cannot accept this sacrifice, because even if we play this kind of move, we are just losing. This queen c8 is just coming attacking the bishop, and this would be easy win after this knight just gives the royal fork. So that is why it is very necessary to just accept this. And after we just capture, we are going to capture the bishop, and knight capture the pawn is really surprising stuff, you would see. So okay, king capture, and once we capture this, queen captures comes with a check. So all the squares are just taken. Okay, this bishop covers this diagonal, and this queen covers this diagonal. So the king has only one escape. Okay, this move, and now we see the brilliant move with the knight, using the fact that the pawn is pinned and the queen is hanging. Okay, black played the last attempt to save anything, because even if we just play anything, this is just the checkmate, or we just give up the queen. But black decided to play till the end and played this move, and we see the brilliant checkmate on the board by Morphy. So how was the video? Before I sum up this video, I want to let you know all my subscribers are enjoying exclusive content, opening traps, middle game theories, or whenever I post any puzzle, they get additional 25 puzzles each day with solutions, which they can practice on Leech's study and can download all PGN. You already know I pick up most important tactics, which is based on pattern recognition, hence will improve your rating skill. Last but not the least, you will become the supporter of this page, which will help me create new and innovative content for you. So, have a great day and see you in my next video.